Hey guys, my name is Toothin and welcome back to a brand new video. And today's video is going to be an interesting response to a video by Paradox Silent, which made a video about Phantom Forces and how Stylist, the developers of Phantom Forces, are ruining the game by adding updates which ruin the recon class and nerf it and buff any autos or like the assault class or scout class, or in this case even support class, and yes, shotgun class as well, and maybe not including the secondary class because pistols are pistols. So also a little quick disclaimer before we begin: this video does not ensue hate, nor should you go to the video and dislike it. Also, to any of you Paradox Silent fans or Paradox fans in general, this is not a video against you or a rant. This is simply a response video I'm making because it's quite interesting to talk about, and you know, I could just ask Paradox Silent if I could talk to him on Discord, but you know, it's not gonna happen. So nor do I expect a response from Paradox Silent as well. So this video is not for attention. This is just an interesting discussion video. But this video is also going to be very opinionated, and also I'm going to bring up some facts from the fandom wiki for Phantom Forces, which maybe or may not be a good source, but also it's probably one of the most reliable sources right now currently, unless there's like the forums, which are the Stylist forums, which are just like garbage heaps. Don't use the forums for information, please guys. It's just like, no, it's like 4chan. If like going to forums, you're not gonna find a lot of stuff, or you're just gonna have to like dig through so much just to find it, and you're probably not gonna be welcomed. But there are nuggets of memes in the Stylist forums, so if you want some quality dank Phantom Forces memes, you can go to the Stylist forums and, you know, copy and paste and use them. Do credit though, please. I do not support stealing content. That's just scummy. Thank you. Any music or sources will be in the link in the description below. Also the original video by Paradox Silent as well, so go check that out real quick after you're done. Please watch the video until the end and let me know in the comments below if I missed any information. I will pin the comment. Anyways, thank you guys. Enjoy the video. I'm going to be skipping a lot of the unimportant stuff like setup and what's going on with Paradox Silence's life. You can just watch that in Paradox Silence's video. That's the point of the original link. Or the video is going to be fast forwarding through anything that's not important, and the screen will be black and white or blurred, if anyone wants to know. Well, yeah, anyways, let's open up the floodgates, shall we?
Instead of that, I wanted to make a video on why this game is just completely and total trash now. Stylist has just been doing a lot of updates in the past couple of years that have just really been affecting their community, their hardcore community that has stuck by them since pretty much they released this game. And that community would include like the clippers in the game, such as me, the snipers, the comp players, all those such players. For a majority of them, it really hasn't affected auto comp, just primarily snipers and sniper comp players. Nothing really affected auto players whatsoever. But to kind of go off of like the sniper nerfs that they've done in the past,
hardcore and passion in the community is the sniping clipping community that it is, but it's a really small niche, and I do mean it's like 10% of the 90% of auto users. That also just based on experience of seeing how the game is like and the meta of the game in general as I've played through the years, play the game, or just everyday average people who just play the game for fun, because this is Phantom Forces. It's a free FPS. It's probably the closest thing they're gonna get to COD and Battlefield. It's not COD and Battlefield or CSGO at all. I'm not saying that it is. It's the closest thing that you're probably gonna get to a legit FPS. There are many FPS genre games on Roblox, or like FPS, like first-person shooter, where you have like the gun in the front, but most of them are probably forgotten or that you might know of. The ones off the top of my head that I do know of are Operation Scorpio, Unit 1968 Vietnam, and Polygons. Also, let me show you some other FPS games that will flash on the screen. You know, just some shoutouts. Some are successful, some are not, some are dead. But you know, life goes on. Some things die, some things live on. But back to what I was saying about the community. It's a really small community on a Roblox game, which means it's not going to have a lot of impact anywhere, really, on the internet. Maybe on the game itself, but it's just a really small niche that people really like because it really looks cool and it takes skill to master, so it's like praise. But at the end of the day, it's on Roblox, which it's just a game and platform which has a pretty small community. And this is, we're talking about Phantom Forces, which has an even smaller community. And let's, you know, go even deeper, Paradox and all this clipping community, which is even smaller. So we're talking about a really, really tiny specific niche on the internet.
Just constantly just nerfing snipers, like constantly. It never really was a thing up until 2017, 2016 area where they nerfed the BFG from being one shot anywhere on the body to just hit mark rank to the chest and just not being a one-shot gun anymore. And I mean, like, it wasn't really that bad at the time. I mean, like, it was something that we could easily come over and, you know, actually conquer. But then they started doing updates like removing the ability to scope in after you shoot your sniper rifle, which was ridiculous for a majority at the time. It was terrible, and at least we could still insta-swap at the time. So a lot of us still managed to overcome that once again. It took us quite a couple months, and then just as we were starting to get comfortable with that new update, of course, they removed the ability to insta-swap. And not only that, but they made the fire rates of the bolts faster, but I mean, like, it was still terrible. I mean, like, for some reason, they removed the ability to scope back down in your scope, but they've made the fire rate the same as it always was, so they literally accomplished nothing out of that, aside just angering a bunch of clippers and a bunch of people who use...
I do agree that Stylist shouldn't have nerfed snipers into the ground, but at the same time, it's more challenging and fun, in a way. I mean, yes, you could disagree with me and say that, no, it's not fun. You want to, like, you want it to be like Call of Duty, where it's like super quick and the snipers are super fast and they insta shot you. Like, for example, if you even hit like the toe of the character, that should at least like count as a kill, like full kill, like the player drops instantly. But this game is like fast paced, but at the same time you want to kind of slow down the pacing of the game because, you know, it's Roblox. Not a lot of people are actually good at Phantom Forces. Most of them do try hard, so that's where you get the tryhards from. And at the same time, you have skill people, which are really good at the game, like snipers and auto troopers, as I'm going to call them, who are really good at the game. But then you also get normies who aren't good at the game at all, who will complain on Twitch to the staff. So we'll just get sick of it and nerf the snipers. And there's a lot of normies compared to the people who clip. I just don't think Stylist really cares, and that's the next point he's going to make in the video. I'll readdress it again. But to reiterate that, yes, it's challenging and it is fun, and it makes like crazy good people. They're really good at the game, and that can just like use autos like gods, which is like great. It's great to have something that's at least challenging and fun, and to have a high skill level. And at the same time, you don't want someone who's like so good with snipers that they just peek all over the place and like get headshots.
I mean, like, it was a ridiculous update that just had no meaning to it whatsoever, aside a bunch of just clippers and comp players just being extremely fed up with it. So that was really horrible. And along with that update, they added the first Scope Sway update, which was bad. It wasn't really terrible, but then they keep adding on to the Scope Sway and keep nerfing sniper rifles and adding recoil to the SVDS of all things.
Quick little point here: the Dragunov SVDS is like a stronger version of the Dragunov SVU, which would make sense to nerf it. It's like basically a faster version of a Scar SSR, and it does just as much damage. Sorry. It actually is slower than the Scar SSR by 180 RPM, just does more damage. So for the average player, it wouldn't be as fun. So you gotta think of this like business standards. Is PF gonna pander to the majority who are gonna pay them money, or are they gonna pander to the really skilled and the really competitive players that have put their hard life and earning into the game, basically hours, and sacrificing friends? This is really about money mostly. But if you want to be happy, they nerfed the M60. The Colt LMG is 100 RPM faster, but it does 6 more damage, base damage. Well, unless you're counting AP ammo, then it's annoying. Yeah, I kind of get the point.
and just doing all these ridiculous sniper nerfs that they just shouldn't even be doing at all, and yet they are. They're adding a bunch of just sniper nerfs and only just buffing autos, and as you can probably see in the past couple of updates they've added, none of which have added a new sniper aside the Stair Scout, which has been long awaited because the last sniper rifle we got was in 2018, which was the Hecke. Once again, it was the high rank sniper rifle, overpowered BFG version sniper rifle that they added so that people would buy it, of course. And in the last couple of updates, all they have really been adding are extremely overpowered and pretty much broken autos that are high level and just super OP compared to any form of sniper rifle.
Well, that's simply not true. Simply to put it, the HK416 is a rank 64 gun, which is the bell curve of most people and ranks on Phantom Forces. I'll prove it by going to the Discord actually and showing you that most people are actually like rank 60 and below. So we're gonna go on Discord and see how many people there actually are, how many ranks. I'm not sure if this is actually legal, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So as we can see, so I'm recording right now, and I'm going to show you that there's a lot of. So here's a contributor, rank 100 plus. So by the Discord, we can tell that. So a couple of rank 40s there. The purple are rank 100s, by the way. So you scroll down, it's like rank 100. I don't know what the rank is. Keep scrolling down. Look, a lot of rank 100s. Actually, there's a lot of rank 100s. Rank 190, 60, 63 is very close. 60. Yes, rank 100. Another rank 100. There's a couple of 32s here. Another rank 4. Rank 60. Sorry. And then another 64, a 65, a 70. A rank 30. Rededicated. Huh? Vet. Another vet. Another vet. YT. Exter. Oh, frick. Rank 75. Keep going down. Rank 0. A lot of bots. Another rank 75. And then we just scroll on down. Look at how many rank 100s there are. Some are just blank users. Keep scrolling down. Again, just like a lot of rank 100s, but also like, yeah. So by the looks of it, there's just a lot of rank 100s. Another rank 100, like another rank 100, another, like a couple of 200s actually. Another 200. Another 200, like a couple of 100s, a couple of another 100s, a couple of another 100s, and so on and so forth. You get the point. I'm not going to go through the entire Discord just to show you how many rank 100s there are. And if we just look around, there's rank 75. So the bell curve is like 75 and up. So it's not true. Basically, the HK416 is right at the bell curve, and basically anyone can get it and afford it. So thank God, or you can just buy it. Pretty much credits in general, that's what people do. So it's not overpowered either. It's for the low ranks. Low ranks get to use it and get to have fun with it, which is something I do agree with. You know, if you want to have your fun, you want to have your fun. I don't care if you're just beating my ass. I'm getting like 80 and 20 because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get better than. It helps me with skill. It helps me to improve. Thank you for the tryhards out there. But I'm still gonna rage. Oh, and also, by the way, I wasn't just scrolling through like a 5K server. There are 10K people alone online on that server. That's like more than Phantom Forces alone has. So just think of it. There's probably more rank 100s playing the game currently than there are rank 60s. It's like pretty crazy, but just, you know, think about that. By the way, I'm not being creepy by going through Discord servers. I just want to prove there's more rank 100s than like rank 70s or 60s.
So the only sniper rifles they've ever added into this game in the past like 2 years has been high level guns that they've added for the reason of people buying them. Like the SVDS is level 105, and it was really good when they first added it, and then they even buffed it with a 10 plus magazine, and then of course that was way too OP, so they had to nerf it with adding a bunch of ridiculous unnecessary recoil to the gun that just made sniping with it extremely hard and unpleasant. All the snipers they've added have been high level guns, and the only guns they've ever added that were actually decent was Stair Scout and the SVDS before it got nerfed. And then of course they had to nerf the SVDS because auto players were complaining that it was too overpowered compared to their 2-shot AK.
I mean, with the adding snipers argument, like, what sniper do you want them to add? Do you want them to add, like, the snipers from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, like the Ballista and the DSR? That'd be, like, kind of boring, actually. It's like, you know, the Stylist Scout is already in, and you want a one-shot sniper, so you want to add the Ballista. And the DSR, well, it's pretty much the heck A cool sniper rifle that would be cool to add is, like, the M40A3, even though that's, like, a COD 4, but it's like, oh... it's a COD 4. But if you think about it, it could like have the scope patterns like the Remington, speed of a Mosin Gant, and do the damage of a do like the damage between a Remington and a Mosin Gant. So it wouldn't be like a hit marker machine, but at the same time it would be. At the same time it'd be like fast and fun. Just a great sniper rifle for clippers. You can also make it unlock at rank 115 because most clippers are like rank 100 plus because it's like so easy to get rank 100 when you're a clipper because you're getting like distance and wallbang bonuses, so distance bonuses and collaterals because you're really good. So you add up XP really quickly over time. Also, if you go to Stylist's stream, which Shay streamed, I will probably show a screen of it afterward. It was not their vision to intend for this game to become like a sniper game or like Call of Duty in a way where the community makes montages and stuff like that. So insta swapping was a bug, and so was like high jumping and stuff like that. That was a bug too, so they removed that as well. I mean, it's still in the game kind of, but you have to be really skilled to, you know, do it. Most of the stuff you mentioned was not a part of Stylist's vision. In fact, they wanted a different game where you could have fun. They want to enjoy their game, but, you know, not relish in, like, nothing but snipers and a community that really is loud, obnoxious, and wants to change the game for their own better sake than most of the community. Because most of the community does not want to snipe. They just use autos because, you know, it's fun. This is Fandom Forces, and you're supposed to just go on here and chill. Most people don't because, you know, it's a competitive game. So here's a clip from Stylist Studios explaining what their vision of the game was.
Well, I care what you guys say. I'm also saying that I care about the game as a whole. I'm not gonna listen to a smaller group of people than our common player base. And I'm willing to compromise. Like, I'm telling you that I'm thinking about doing the straight pull bolt thing, but that's not the insta swapping. It's not scoping in while like aiming down sight, or not scoping in while pulling the bolt back, which I don't think was even a thing in our game, really. Scoping in before the animation. It was just canceling that animation outright, which isn't even intended.
Yikes, this chat's gone.
I know.
It was good at first, now it's starting to go downhill.
Yeah.
Like, complaints. Now there's people, like, arguing with each other.
I'm really not interested in that.
Yeah, me either.
This is coming from a dev. I'm trying to work with you guys. Like, I'm willing to work with you guys. It's just I'm not willing to compromise the entire game in the process. I'm also development about how y'all think of us as a developer. So not really happy about how y'all think of us as a development team. My wallet. I I'm here for you guys, not for my wallet.
I mean, same goes for me.
Yeah.
I don't even accept payment from you guys. Where do we do all my stuff for free?
Well, I'm willing to pay you. Like that would be
No.
like, man, it feels weird.
No. I just threw my foot in the door because, you guys seemed like you had great potential as a game compared to other games on Roblox's. I'm Roblox. So,
Well, thanks for that.
And
I think it's weird. Like, if we really wanted to make money off of Roblox, I don't think making an FPS is the way to go. Especially like work rendered to what comes out of it. Like, I'm pretty sure we've put more time into our game than like the majority of games on Roblox.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think finding a balance there would be interesting. Like making a really high quality game that appeals to a bigger audience. At the same time, I don't know if I'd enjoy playing that game. So
Same here.
yeah. I'm not ready. I'm just not interested in looking over in chat and seeing that shit. Our next title, it's probably all gonna be in.
Enough.
Well, yeah.
Like building on top of what we have too. So. Be right back. Like the thunderstorm.
I think there's a balance between having community involvement and having our own say in the game. Because I'm all for getting the community involved, but that's not what we had in mind when starting this game at all.
Anyways, Paradox Silent goes on a tangent about how they're high rank guns, which I'm not gonna debate about. I'm gonna state the point that people who do clipping and stuff like that can use those guns, but obviously they're scummy, so it's up to interpretation if you want to use them or not. My opinion, you can use whatever you want, so it doesn't matter to me. But you shouldn't scold someone for using the BFG because they're noob at using guns, and they should use a normal sniper like the Intervention or Remington, and they shouldn't use an auto shotgun. I mean, I don't really care, in my opinion, and honestly, it's not your opinion to change that person's opinion. You may dislike that person as much as you want to, but it's not going to change their mind. So we'll move on to the next point, and also you address the AKs issue, and AKs are two-shot. Oh, and you're two-shot AK. Sorry, not an insulting way. I don't mean to say it in an insulting way, but the AK is not really a two-shot, and if it is, it compensates with massive recoil. It's almost uncontrollable. I made a review on the AK-47. It's like that meme gun, and I said how it compensates for the buff of the damage with massive amounts of recoil, and as for the SVDS, it's just a fast sniper, so therefore it has to compensate with recoil because it's just not balanced. Now, this game is not Call of Duty where all the snipers have got no recoil and they just reload instantly like they're oh sorry, hit my mic, you probably don't notice it. What I was explaining was this isn't Call of Duty where the bolts are gonna be like instantaneous and just you instantly shoot. I mean, they're gonna add another update where the bolts are just like a pullback mechanism. I'm trying to show the example with my hand so I can explain it. Alright, let's go on.
And high-level sniper rifles have just been guns nobody buys. I never see anybody buying the Stayer Scout or the Mosin Nagant anymore. All I ever see are Spas 12 buyers, Chris Vector buyers, Honey Badge buyers, BFG buyers, all the scum higher level guns that they've added to the game in the interest of just getting profit out of it. I mean, like, they hardly care about anything aside money. And you can really just see that in their updates, is that they add only overpowered high-level guns, aside, of course, sniper rifles, so that people will buy them and it'll just be easier for them to play. And a majority of which are just overpowered auto guns, because if you think about it, sniping is harder than using an auto. It's just...
This is coming from a dev. I'm trying to work with you guys. Like, I'm willing to work with you guys. It's just I'm not willing to compromise the entire game process. I'm here for you guys, not for my wallet.
It's not really sad that someone thinks that a company cares about their wallet. I mean, I could see it because today's AAA titles just only care about their wallet. For example, like Blizzard, EA, and Activision. So I could see why people have sentiment against companies and corporations overall, and just Roblox, because we've seen how Roblox has turned out. But at the same time, it's only an option for those people to buy those type of guns because they want to buy them, because they don't have time maybe, or they just don't want to spend the time grinding. Like, I am willing to put in the time into Phantom Forces to, you know, earn this stuff, but it's simply not true that they only care about the money, because there are a lot other easier ways to make money, and even Stylist does it in the live stream. I don't know, you guys can go watch the live stream, have fun. But yes, it's not really sad. I think it's just really misleading. Stylist does care about the game, because otherwise they would have made something called Gun Simulator, or anything else, or FPS simulator, whatever. So it's not really true.
Why would anyone want to buy a high-level sniper rifle when they could buy a high-level auto that will just destroy everybody? You can see in the last probably 6 or 7 maps they've added have just been extremely close-quarter maps for reg gunning, specifically reg gunning. And the reason why they do that is so that people have incentive to actually buy the overpowered guns that they're adding, so that they can do really well on the close quarter maps that they keep on adding. And not only that, but these close quarter maps are just impossible to snipe on in any sense. I mean, like, majority of them have no sniper spots, and the one sniper spot that was in ruins was removed for absolutely zero reason.
There are many points in this video here that I'd like to address, and that is in particular the maps issue. And first of all, let's get started on the guns autos again. Most of the autos can be earned below rank 100, such as the HK416. There's even better autos that have been in the game, such as the AN94, AK12, AK47, which you have to compensate for recoil, like I said. There's also been like the M16A3 and M16A4, which are both good. Hell, even the M4A1 is good as an auto on its own, and it's a starter rank gun. The next point I'd like to address is the maps. 2 of the maps that I've added, which is Blizzard and the oil refinery map, those are both mid-range maps. So you can use, they got plenty of cover and plenty of hills that you can use as high ground, and they're mid-range. And most of those spots, you can use windows in the buildings to snipe in. And he uses another example of updates they've removed, and that is the top structure on the ruins. And to that I say that was a major camping spot for BFG users. Not that I have anything against it, but it was a major camping spot for campers, and that's where most campers went. So unless you're a camper, you don't like that spot, so you don't really wish it to be back. There are other plenty of spots that you can use for camping if you wish to, you know, have a camping spot. And trick shotting is not that hard either. I mean, it is. It really is. But I think it takes a little bit more creativity to find trick shotting spots, coming from someone who's quit being a clipper many years ago. So all in all, I think that there are many autos that are good in lower ranks that have been added, that have been in the game for years now. Even some autos are really good for competitive auto. Some autos are really good for auto combat if you're doing like auto competition. And overall, maps that are mid-size or to large size, if you know what I mean.
So even when there are spots in these close quarter, just absolute toxic red gun maps, they remove them. It's stupid. Stylist is just, they've said it before, and they've said it actually a lot before, that they don't care about the communities, like the sniping and the clipping community. They don't care about us. They literally don't. Our opinion to them is just not relevant, because we actually are dedicated towards their game, and, you know, we play this competitively, when they just want people to play it casually. Yet we are the most dedicated fan base that they have that have been supporting this game for years. Yet they want to destroy us because they don't care about us, because we're not going to buy their guns. They want new players to buy their guns, and that's it. That's all they care about. So, pretty cool stuff, honestly, Stylist. Like, I really appreciate you just caring about us all the time. It just means the world to me, dude.
No, actually, there are people that are way more dedicated to Phantom Forces, and they really don't care about sniping at all. I mean, for example, like me, I've been playing the game for like 4 or 5 years now, and I kind of support what Stylist adds all the way, as long as they're cool guns. As long as it's a cool gun. I don't care. But there are supportive communities, and there are very dedicated communities out there. Even some, they're like auto communities that are really dedicated, like CPFL. That's dedication right there. And unfortunately, CPFL is not very organized, so you get like problems. But we're not going to talk about that in this video. But there are dedicated people who play this game. You're just like so blind to other communities when there's like other people besides snipers. Because like people just don't snipe all day in Phantom Forces. It's not true. Like, this is so shallow-minded, but you know, it's fine. Not to be mean or anything, but you know, there's like other communities besides the sniping community, and this is like Phantom Forces. So once again, this community is very small.
Like, this game has just been going downhill and downhill ever since 2017, and it's going to continue on doing so. And another point I have is that the Stylists, they just don't care about their game, and they're destroying it. After my update video, me and a bunch of clippers got together, and we started talking about what we could do to actually help fix the game and get it back to where it was in 2017, where everybody enjoyed it, not just red gunners.
There is this one great book that I hated reading in English, and it was called The Great Gatsby, and also relationships as well. Have taught me a lesson that I can never go back to the past. As much as I want Core 5 to be the same game it used to be again, and be my past, you know, speaking from my heart, I'm never gonna get the past ever back again. And this is like someone who enjoyed Phantom Forces when it was like the peak of sniping, because sniping right now is kind of dying at this point. The community, in my opinion, is very toxic in it. It's what led to the death of it, though it's calmed down because it's kind of died out. But understand that you can never bring back the past, because it can never happen again. God, I'm like tearing up right now because of this shit. But as much as I want my middle school past of where after school I would come home and play Core 5 almost as much as someone who did cocaine and crack, I could never get it back. So understand that the past is gone. The devs are going to change the game whether you like it or not to whatever their vision, and whatever is their vision is their vision. And you cannot say otherwise. Right now, Phantom Forces could be the Core 5 of their generation. Like, some other young teenager, preteen, is having the best time of their life, away from society, because that's what this game is. It's escapism away from the mundane reality that is life. The horrible wrenches of day-to-day tasks and going to school with other human beings. Normies. Unironically, I'll use that word. And I know, I'm like the typical guy that probably uses libtard. Just kidding. No, I don't. That's gay. That's kind of middle school. Never mind. But you cannot ruin something that someone else is having fun in just because you had a better time before then. As much as I can complain to the Stylist staff about how, oh, it's never the same again, you know, Phantom Forces was better back in Update 7, or even in this case the Roblox community, in this example, complained about how Roblox was better like in 2007 and 2009. Oh, this game sucks today, Arthro, and all this bullshit. It was, oh, everything is good back in 2007, 2009. Oh, 2013 was the best year. No, 2015. You know, it's like we constantly relish on nostalgia, and we always think that the past is always better when we never really expect what the future is. And sometimes the future sucks more than the past. But we gotta really embrace what the future holds. The future is nothing but responsibility, and always accept disappointment. But at the end of the day, you will get something out of it that you'll have an experience in. And that's what I've learned. Just learn to wait for those moments and just run through those bad moments. Just wait on through the storm until a calm, sunny day, and then enjoy it while you can. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here because it's like 30 fucking minutes long. Like, holy shit, I never expected to finish. So, I'm pretty sure that, well, I watched this video till the end, and all he talks about is how they're probably gonna bring it back. And other things that I'm not gonna mention. You know. What? Anyways, if you want to ask for part 2, you can. This response. This is pretty good, honestly. To sum this all up, I think this is the same situation as I had about a year ago or 2 years ago, where I wanted a Core 5 back so bad because I was nostalgic for the past. And I just, life sucked then. It still does today. Like, I have to work a job that pays me minimum wage. Like, I'm struggling out here, but so is everyone else. Anyways, this is a pretty good response video, and I gotta say, it's probably one of the best too. Anyways, guys, hope you see you next week.